beautiful morning, Mr. Wallace. I'm pleased to see you've emerged from your subterranean lair.
Been doing a spot of gardening, have you, Miss Flitt?
Working my green fingers to the bone. But the hard work appears to be paying off.
Indeed it does.
Blooms everywhere. I call it my purple paradise.
It certainly looks delicious. I mean, I imagine it would look delicious if you were an insect.
You mean if I were a bee?
Well, now you mention it.
You want to feed my flowers to your bees?
That is, if you don't mind.
How many would you like?
As many as you can spare.
Oh, you can have all you want, Mr. Wallace.
Oh, much obliged, Miss Flitt.
Here, you can jolly well grow your own.
Righto. That flower hasn't bloomed yet.
I know it hasn't, the lazy thing. Oh, but the wait will be worth it.
Oh?
This flower will be the pièce de résistance of my purple paradise. And the scent, absolutement heavenly. I'm simply mad about the purple pansy.
That's a healthy-looking, what do you call it?
Foxglove. If you want to grow them, you've got to know them. Such a fragrant bouquet. Have you noticed? I put a new roof on Mr. Nutter's house.
Mr. Nutter?
Surely you're acquainted with our neighbour, Mr. Nutter, the squirrel.
I'm not on first name terms with any of the neighbourhood animals, I'm afraid.
What about Gromit?
Oh, no, he isn't either. No flowers in here. There's nothing growing here.
And whose fault is that? You had a garden, Wallace, but you raised it to the ground to feed your silly bees. Now you're making eyes at mine across the fence, but you shan't be plucking any of my blooms. Kindly reserve your green fingers for number 62. There now. With hard work and a little luck, you should have a nice bed of flowers in 2 or 3 months.
I can't wait 2 or 3 months. I've got a deadline. This evening.
Oh, you poor, simple man. Nothing grows that quickly.
I wonder. Rex Armstrong's quick grow muscle formula. Watch them sprout in seconds. If it works on people, perhaps I could adapt it to work on flowers. 3 miracle ingredients. Grow Team, Energize, Strongium. Well, I need a miracle, and fast. Shouldn't be too tricky to knock up a batch myself. Then we'll see who's got the grandest garden in West Wallaby Street. The hive will be humming in no time.
Caught you! Can't take an old soldier by surprise.
Morning, Major Crum.
It is, if you don't mind enemy invasions.
I beg your pardon.
Didn't you get my message? Received intelligence of a major air assault. Expect the sirens to sound any minute. Hope you know where your nearest air raid shelter is.
I do recall something about that, but Major Crum, are you sure you're not mistaken?
I know, I've made predictions before, but I'm not crying wolf. This time, I've got proof.
The jar?
It's what's inside the jar that counts. Incontrovertible evidence that the enemy is on the move.
Does it? I can only see a snail.
Of course it's a snail. But what's she trying to tell us? That's the important thing.
What is she trying to tell us?
Look at her, man. She's retreated into her shell in the middle of the day. And that means only one thing. It means she knows trouble is about to strike from the heavens. Law of nature, Wallace. Learned it in France during the war. Never wrong yet.
Snails can predict imminent airborne disturbances? I never learned that in school.
Of course not. They never teach anything useful in schools. But when you hear the sirens, you know I'm right. You're looking at my case, aren't you, Wallace?
Well, I suppose I was, Major.
Bet you'd like to know what's inside.
I am curious, yes.
This case is packed full of government-issue protein bars.
Protein?
Rations, Wallace. Emergency rations for... emergencies, obviously. Been stockpiling them since the war. Enough nutrition in them to feed a man under fire for a whole day.
And very tasty they look, too.
Tasty? They're foul, but packed with high-strength protein.
I'd love to try one.
Out of the question, I'm afraid. You don't have clearance. And besides, protein bars are only issued in the event of civil emergencies. Orders are orders, Wallace.
Have you heard the sirens yet, Major Crum?
Don't be daft, man. If I had, I'd be in the shelter now. And if I were you, I'd stick close by.
Ah, Mr. Wallace. Mr. Wallace, I've got something for you.
Much obliged.
Have you come to deliver my order?
It's not quite ready yet, I'm afraid.
You're not going to disappoint me. Not after yesterday's little incident.
Oh, no. You can count on from B to U. That looks like... Can it really be cheese?
Indeed it is, Wallace. Wensleydale, your favourite.
And am I to take it that these are...
Yes, free samples. Go on, duck in.
Don't mind if I do, Mr. Panneer. One for now. And one for later. I'm looking forward to your Festival of Crumpets, Mr. Panneer.
I'm afraid you're barred from my store, Wallace.
Barred?
Due to the devastation caused yesterday by your invention. I'm ever so sorry, Chuck. Don't forget, Mr. Wallace, 50 gallons by sunset.
Pity it's closed. Oh, I could murder a sausage roll or two. Now that's a fine-looking postbox. It would make a good chassis for my honey-powered vacuumatic, but that's tomorrow's project. Wonder if the landlord would be interested in subscribing to my honey service. No sense in looking for new orders when I haven't fulfilled the first.
up, Wallace, love. How's business? So, Wallace, in the honey business now, I hear.
Oh, you've heard the buzz, have you?
Oh, indeed I have. It's all over town.
It'll never get off the ground. Stupid idea, if you ask me.
And nobody did.
Couldn't get honey out of a honey jar, that one.
Excuse my husband. He's a right misery gut sometimes.
So, might you be interested in signing up for my honey deliveries, Mrs. Gabberley? Fresh daily.
Oh, I should say so. I'm partial to a spot of honey for my tea.
Waste of money. We'll never see honey for tea, or breakfast for that matter.
Oh, shut up, you. Wallace knows what he's doing. He's got a head for business.
Is that a head? I took it for a parsnip.
Pay him no mind.
Lovely. I think I'll leave that alone. If you'd like to sample my honey, Mrs. Gabberley, there'll be a free tasting tonight at Mr Panneer's Tea and Crumpet Festival.
Oh, is that so? Well, I'll have to pop by.
I wouldn't bother. He'll never make the delivery.
Uh-oh.
Hey, it's not closing time yet. Ta-ra! Bye then.
Mr Gabberley.
Gone away. Went to Timbuktu. Won't be back until spring.
Could those be? I couldn't help but notice the flowers on your window ledge, Mrs. Gabberley.
Aye, lovely, aren't they? Bring a touch of summer to the town square. Especially the purple pansies. Always been partial to pansies, me. You should see the flat. It's full of them.
Blinking weeds, if you ask me. Can't abide them.
Oh, go and suck a lemon, you moaning ninny. Oh, now look what you've done, you clumsy oaf. And open up that window when I'm yelling at you.
All right. Well, only to prove your insults don't get to me anymore. I can deflect them all.
Is that so?
Pardon me, Mrs. Gabberley. I wonder, that is, could you spare a...
Verb.
Sorry?
Give me a verb, Wallace. An action word.
Oh, playing a word game, are we?
In a manner of speaking.
Oh, well, let's see. A verb. Savage can be a verb.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good one. Now I need a thing.
A thing.
Aye, you know, something physical you could touch.
Something I can touch. How about stew?
Why not? Now a descriptive word, if you please.
Spotted. That's a descriptive word.
Oh, that's a corker, that is. Last one, nearly done. I need another thing. Or like a person or animal.
A person or animal? Now, let me see now. Turkey?
Yes, that's a thing.
What is it now?
Go, savage! A stew pot! You spotted turkey!
The turkey? Oh, the king of birds!
A good solid insult, I thought. But maybe we need to think different.
I'd be happy to take these flowers off your hands, Mrs. Gabberley. That is, if they make your husband unhappy.
That's a good reason to keep 'em, to my way of thinking. But go ahead if you want 'em.
Much obliged. Mr. Gabberley.
I suppose you've an insult for me and all.
No, I've no insult for you. That was an interesting word game, Mrs. Gabberley.
Want to play again? I need a word, Wallace.
How about cheese? It's one of my favourites.
No, an action word.
Oh, yes, an action word. Oh, there's melt.
Fine, that'll do. Now a thing, if you please.
Right, a thing. Gentleman?
Why not? Now a descriptive word, if you please.
I know. Blustery.
You're good at this. And finally, a person or a thing.
A person or a thing? Grub?
Yes, that's a thing. Hey!
What is it now?
Go, mount! A gentleman, you blustery grub!
Blustery? Ha! I've got powerful lungs, if that's what you mean. Need 'em to drown you out.
He's proud of being nasty, that's the problem. But maybe that's his weakness too.
You've got quite a vocabulary, Mrs. Gabberley.
Another round now. Give me an action word.
I've got one. Stuff.
Fine, that'll do. Now a thing, if you please.
Right. A thing. Oh, I've got a good one. Dodo.
Why not? Now a descriptive word, if you please.
Pruny.
You're good at this. And finally, a person or a thing.
A person or a thing. Toad.
Yes, that's a thing. Hey!
What is it now?
Go stuff! A dodo! You pruny toad!
Bruni, I do enjoy me long baths.
Abuse just bounces off him, the old blowhard. Maybe we should take the opposite approach.
Well, I suppose you're busy.
Don't go, pet. I need your help. Now, give me an action word.
Savage can be a verb.
Fine, that'll do. Now a thing, if you please.
Right. A thing. Mouth.
Why not? Now a descriptive word, if you please.
Mild?
You're good at this. And finally, a person or a thing.
A person or a thing? Gentleman?
Yes, that's a thing. Hey!
What is it now?
Go savage! Your mouth, you mild gentleman!
Hey! You do know how to wound a bloke, Winnie.
Got him that time. Serves him right for being such a grumpy old grandad.
Your husband seems a trifle miffed.
Don't fret, Pat. He's always miffed about summat.
Would you mind, if that is, could you see your way fit to lending me that pot of pansies, Mrs. Gabberley, for business purposes?
Business purposes? Well, be my guest. I've got bunches of them.
Mr. Gabberley,
Kindly call again during opening hours.
when are opening hours?
Opening hours is when we're not shut.